Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto, and today guys we are taking a cheeky look at both XRP and Stellar. Specifically, XRP versus Stellar. Which one would you invest in? So spoiler alert, we're invested in both, but we're kind of going to go through some of the use cases of what the differences are between them, what the supply differences are, what the charts are looking like, what the future might look like for both XRP and Stellar, and kind of just a bit of a comparison for you and which one you might want to choose, and give our thoughts and opinions as to which one might perform better during 2021. So yeah, as always, if you find this video useful, informative, maybe a little entertaining, do go ahead and smash that like button for Chris. He really does appreciate it, as do I. And if by chance you're not yet subscribed to the channel, then do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And of course, it wouldn't be a cheeky video, Chris, if we didn't mention our new Cardano staking pool. So if you are a holder of the ADA token, you can now delegate your ADA via the Uri or the Deadliest wallet straight into the Cheeky Crypto pool. And that can be found via the ticker of Cheek. So do go ahead and check that out if you're a holder of the Cardano ADA token. And with all that said, Chris, let's jump on over to the desktop and take a look at the differences here between XRP and Stellar.
Yeah, I think this is important. People seem to get quite confused with these two projects, don't they, Nick? So yeah, let's get straight into it.
Let's do it, yeah. So XRP versus Stellar, right? So which one to choose and all that kind of good stuff. So basically, Stellar and Ripple or XRP are two altcoins, right? And I say Ripple, people are very confused over Ripple, XRP. They are two different things. Let's just mop that up to start with, right? XRP is a cryptocurrency that's decentralized. Ripple is a company that uses XRP. Okay, so they are two different things. So let's talk about XRP and Stellar. They're two altcoins, and they have been in the cryptocurrency scene for well over 6 years. The interesting fact is that the co-founder of Stellar is also the co-founder of XRP. Okay, so they kind of split off and went in two different directions. With that being said, Stellar is a very similar, ledger and technology to XRP, but has some tweaks to it. So we'll just put that there for starters, so we know where we stand. Both coins saw strong growth in late 2017, with Bitcoin hit $20,000. And both have this year seen Bitcoin trading around 40k, and obviously these altcoins have yet to gain that momentum yet, and we'll get into more of that to come. So XRP versus Stellar use cases. So when deciding on whether to choose XRP or Stellar, we have to consider their potential for gaining the most users, at least from a use case perspective. So XRP was a favorite investment for many who fascinated or fantasized about altcoin riches back in 2017. And the coin had a very passionate community supporting it, and they still do. They're referred to as the XRP army. And XRP, was designed as a cross-border currency with low transaction fees and fast execution. And for this reason, many saw it as an alternative to the traditional financial system, and many still do. Where international money transfers, are costly and can take days to actually transact. XRP transactions can settle in less than 5 seconds. So if we were to, take a bit more of a look at the Stellar network, then the Stellar use cases are slightly different, but only ever so marginally. So Stellar's project is similar to XRP, but has expanded into a wider range of products. So the product offers global payment apps that leverage the currency-backed tokens that already exist on the Stellar network. And alongside this, there is a built-in decentralized exchange that allows users to swap crypto, forex, and other securities. It's interesting that we mentioned securities in relation to a cryptocurrency, because some are securities and others are not. And it's our opinion that XRP is not. Mainly because, our government have also come out and told us that it is not. So finally, Stellar has a built-in a micropayment service, which is fantastic in itself, but does a lot more for the world with those micropayments. So you can see this being used for subscriptions or tipping and things like that. So let's get into, Chris, the supply aspects of it. Okay, so for Stellar, there are no mined XLM coins. There were originally 100 billion of them, and only 50 billion of them survive today. There was a halving, if you want to call it that, where 50 billion were just burnt off because they're just it was just too much. So they halved the supply from 100 billion to 50 billion, and the supply was set to grow 1% every year. As an inflationary approach was later removed by the community vote. So following that, the XLM supply was reduced by half, as I just said, and this sent the price of XLM higher, and there are currently 22 billion in circulating supply out of the maximum supply of 50 billion. And obviously XRP has a similar story. XRP, on the other hand, here has a circulating supply of 45 billion out of 100 billion. This is double the coin supply of XLM, but XRP had hoped to demonstrate the cross-border payment market, which sees trillions of dollars flowing around the world in any kind of 1 year. So very, very different in terms of the amount of tokens you might need to facilitate micropayments versus global banking payments. Okay, so very, very different in terms of supply and slightly different in use cases as well. So when we talk about Stellar and XRP, then it's important to also talk about the charts and the prices and things like that, right? So in mid-March 2020, obviously there was this huge crash in the crypto space and obviously in the stock markets as well. It was a massive sell-off as there was a global lockdowns, and the economies were hit very hard. The liquidation event basically dragged the cryptocurrency market down lower, and the bearish event hit both XRP and XLM. XRP saw a price low of 11 cents, while XLM was around 2.7 or so significantly lower at the time. So there were some fantastic opportunities back in March for those who were around in the crypto space back then, and now we're in a very different space, but still opportunities nonetheless. So the rest of the year, 2020, the market had been turning its back on the US dollar, and due to debt binge and various other economic damage that the pandemic had caused. The dynamic saw investors turn into Bitcoin as an alternative, specifically where the US is printing vast amounts of dollars. And obviously, when Bitcoin grows, the altcoins also grow with it. PayPal was also another major player in the crypto space during 2020 that really helped drive the space further forward. So both XRP and XLM were included in that kind of drive forward during 2020. And in around August time, the prices of XRP and XLM both grew significantly. XRP started to catch up, with the Bitcoin rally, and it moved to a high of 78 cents, which is about 600% gain, okay, from its low point. And obviously, for many people who have been around recently, they've heard the unfortunate news with the XRP investors being hit from billion-dollar losses as the SEC, this is the US Securities and Exchange Commission, filed a lawsuit against Ripple, the co-creators of, I don't think they are, I think it got some of the founders of Ripple also founded XRP, and I think the SEC misunderstand what's actually going on here. But nonetheless, the SEC filed a lawsuit against XRP, against Ripple, for their sales of XRP, saying that they were securities sales. Obviously, this is an ongoing court case, and ultimately, it's our opinion that it doesn't matter if they win or lose based on history of other projects that have also lost paid fines, being called securities, and the prices of the tokens have also grown. So regardless to the court case that's currently, ongoing with Ripple, the future for XRP, in my opinion, is still good. With XLM, it saw, strong growth, right? It blasted up to a 40-cent level, which is 1,400% from, the position that it was in January. However, it has slipped, as with all altcoins, when Bitcoin had corrected. XLM has corrected down to around 25 cents. So, there's still huge potential in the future for both XRP and XLM. So which future is brighter? So when we talk about this, then, you have to look at the projections for XLM and for XRP. And they are different due to the SEC actions taken against Ripple. So the regulator raised the complaint, which is all it is, and that's basically targeting Ripple and some of the leadership team there. So the coin, the XRP coin, should actually be classed as a security in some people's opinions. However, majority of the world believes it is not a security. In fact, everywhere except for the US, they believe it's either a currency, an exchange token, or something else. It is not a security for the remainder of the world. This is mainly just a US issue. But nonetheless, there is that on the horizon for XRP, and as a result of the lawsuit, many exchanges over in the US have halted trading of the XRP token, which will affect price during 2021. So XRP, ultimately is going to be facing some resistance during 2021, but we'll have to see how things play out. The first appearance of this case will be on the 22nd of February 2021, so we'll have to see how that plays out. But because of the lawsuit, the XRP price is likely to struggle at least until February 22nd. And once that case gets underway, we'll have to see how the price does reflect the news at the time. Stellar, the XLM price, in 2017 was 93 cents, and that was the all-time high of that particular cycle. So the price has already touched 45 cents in January 2021 and has since settled back, obviously, around that 25, 27 cent level. So the potential to the upside is about 270% just to get it back to that all-time high. But obviously, we'd expect growth on that as well. So they are vastly different in approaches here. And the other problem that XRP faces is that many exchanges, as I said before, have halted it, and therefore it's slightly more difficult to actually, increase the price and the demand for XRP if the American markets are not actually participating. So an example may be that Stellar and the potential of Stellar, Chris, is something to really take into account. A potential breakthrough with a highlighted 40% move each day after it emerged that Ukraine had selected it as the central bank's blockchain. Then there's huge potential in Stellar for sure. So which one to choose? Choosing whether to invest in XRP or XLM has to be based on the outcome of an SEC action in the near term. The removal of XRP from some of the largest exchanges estimate the potential of volumes and also limits the ability to exchange XRP. The SEC lawsuit also has the potential to drag on, and no one really knows how long it may also drag on for. It could be all put to bed by the end of 2021, and it also may take into 2022 before everything kind of settles down. So for XLM or XRP in 2021 to 2021, the sensible decision potentially has to be on XLM. It's a fantastic project led by a fantastic team. But I would also not discount XRP either. I do believe that 2021 might not be the year for XRP, but the time will come, and these potential purchasing opportunities of XRP at these particular prices may not be seen again. So it really depends on how quickly you might be wanting to see a return on your investment. If you're thinking you want to flip something very quickly, then XLM definitely seems to be the coin of choice. If you, however, you're more of a long-term investor, such as myself and Chris here, then actually it may just be that XRP is the chosen one. With XRP being at these particular prices, you could stack up a nice tidy sum over a long period, and when the decision gets made that XRP is either a security or not a security, which if you check out our other video, you'll know that isn't even on the cards, there is no claim that XRP is a security in the 72-page document that the SEC filed against Ripple. They are not asking for XRP to be classed as a security, and therefore no judge will actually call it a security and make that judgment call on XRP. It's not being requested, therefore it's off the table. So one way or another, we know that we have this opportunity for XRP as a long-term investor. So really, which one to choose comes down to you as the potential investor to do your own research, come to your own conclusions, and determine, what are you? Are you a short-term investor looking for something to flip in 2021, or are you thinking long-term, and in which case actually looking at maybe more 2 or 3 or maybe even 5 years down the line, in which case XRP may be the one for you. Chris, I've kind of gone through quite a few thoughts here. What are yours on this XRP versus XLM?
So, we were invested in both projects. So, for me, they've got two different use cases. I think, there's space in the world for both of these projects to be successful. I think they both will be successful. But I guess it's like you say, are you a long-term investor or a medium-term investor? Because I don't think either of these are going to make you like a millionaire within the next sort of 12 months, unless you've got some substantial bag of either of them. So for me, it's whether you're a medium or a long-term investor. I think both projects are fantastic. I think they both do well, and I think it's just a matter of time, right? And we're seeing all this stuff with Wall Street and the stock market and all that sort of stuff. It's almost like people are fed up with living in a dictatorship when it's not portrayed as if it is a dictatorship, but it really is. And I guess it's like going into a casino, isn't it? The game is rigged in someone else's favor, and the retail investors are normally the ones that are going in with the odds not in their favor, and that's been switched today.
It certainly has, yeah. So yeah, I guess that's really now up to you guys to do your own research, dig into each of these projects. You have our thoughts and opinions. If you're a short term or a medium to long term, you know what our thoughts and opinions are, and you kind of know a little bit of a background as to what the use cases are of either of these projects and how they have been performing in the past. So as always, if you found this video useful, informative, maybe a little entertaining, do go ahead and make sure you hit that like button for Chris. He really does appreciate it, and as do I. And if by chance you're not subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with all that said and done, we hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, take care.